because the cops, they pull you over, they ask you questions. You know, do you know why I pulled you over? I'm like, you don't know either, huh? Tried to give me a ticket for an illegal U-turn. I'm like, I didn't even want to turn. The sign said, no, U-turn.
Meet Scott Wood, a 20-year Sunnymead Ranch resident and clean comedian who's been performing all over the world for nearly 35 years. He's known as Mr. Punchline, and by the 4th grade, he knew he wanted to make people laugh.
Yeah, I was doing jokes and voice impressions as a kid and making my friends laugh. And then growing up, you know, and seeing all these comics on TV. But I just said, man, that's it for me. You know, you can make a living at that, you know, so do jokes, get a check, I'm in.
Scott says in the beginning his comedy was rated PG-13, but later in life he found God and realized clean comedy was just as entertaining.
If you're always dropping the F-bomb or getting really nasty, you know, you limit your audience, and I never wanted to do that.
Now, I ran over the neighbor's cat last week. I feel horrible. It took me 3 tries. 3 tries. They're quick. Those hairless ones stick to the tire, but you know.
Scott says most of the shows he does are great, but every now and again, disaster strikes. I asked him to share his most memorable experience.
Like I did one show, and they were so drunk, they didn't even know I was there, right? And that was a weird church. But anyway, it's a Catholic church in Vegas, Our Lady of the Designated Driver. But no, but that joke came out of me doing a show, and the show was at 8 p.m., but I had a sound check and a mic check, you know, at 3 o'clock. Come in, make sure the venue looks nice, here's the stage. 3 o'clock sound check, people. 3 o'clock, and the show is at 8. By 3 o'clock, they already had the open bar, this company, and the drinks were on the boss. They were getting hammered already when I went in at 3. By the time 8 o'clock rolled around, I promise you, Steve, and to the viewing audience, they had no clue. I was background noise for all these young men and women in their 20s hitting on each other, getting drink. They don't care that there's a comic up there. It was a nightmare. Every now they'd look up like, is there something going on over there? Anyway, what's your name?
When he's not performing comedy, Scott enjoys reading and cartooning. He says it would have been his career plan B.
If I didn't do the stand-up comedy and the impressions that I like to do, I would have been a cartoonist for sure. And I always had this great, again, a God-given talent to just cartoon, real funny cartooning, and with the humor, my one-liners. So they're like one panel, you know, like The Far Side, Gary Larson, with my weird, twisty sense of humor.
As you might imagine, Scott couldn't wait to get out of school and pursue his dream. It drove his teachers crazy.
I got to get in front of people and make them laugh because this is what I want to do. Plus, I didn't even like school. The only thing that kept me out of college was high school. But my teacher would put me down like, you're an idiot, you're stupid, and I was homeschooled.
Scott's latest project is a TV series he created with longtime friend Tim Watson. It's called Something Smells Funny. Take a look.
There's a comic in the kitchen. It's time for Something Smells Funny.
Hey, welcome to Something Smells Funny, the cooking show with stand-up comics.
Everybody steals Dana Carvey's impressions.
I've never done that. Never, not gonna do it.
My parents made me become a comedian.
Really?
Yeah, I wanted to be a lawyer or a doctor. And they said, no, we want a failure in the family.
Okay,
so,
great.
Now, did you personally cut the cheese or no?
No.
Okay. Because something smells funny, Bobby.
You can find his new show streaming on Tubi, and of course you can see his stand-up routines on Facebook and YouTube. He's available for bookings large and small. Just search for Mr. Punchline on social media or call the number on your screen. For Meet Your Neighbor, I'm Steve Jacobs.